Patrick Mahomes in just a second. But first, right here in New York, James Harden showing off that 1-foot sidestep move he's been working on this summer.
Okay. He says he's going to do this in a game. Danny Green, a little defense out there. Our friend Enos Kanter doing what he often does on defense, just standing and watching. But that's right.
I'm good.
Wait. Yeah, no, that was Enos just standing and watching. Look at that, though, see? Adding to his bag, 36 a game last year.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to add. I'm going to do the over-under on that. I don't think he's going to be doing that too much in the game.
Okay. All right, here we go.
It doesn't create too much space.
Jake Clark, the jumper, throwing down an incredible off the dribble, under the legs dunk.
Never seen this one before. Off the bounce, through the...
They're all new.
No, this guy is the best, the most inventive dunker in the world. I'm confident giving him that title.
Dusty, he's got on the NASA shirt.
He does.
High fly. He's got on the NASA blue shirt. I'm telling you.
Oh, because he's high flying. He's going into outer space.
He does.
There you go. C is shouting out Dusty because our statistician Dusty's really into NASA.
Oh!
Yeah,
okay,
really weird.
Watch this. This is DeJuan Walker holding the ball between his feet in a standing position, lifts up between the legs, and then dunks.
Okay, now when I was watching this yesterday, they didn't show the ball from the side. You couldn't see the ball. I thought dude was getting ready to jump up and touch the top of the backboard. Because when I was in high school, I had a dude on my team at 5-star camp, jumped up and touched the top of the backboard.
You know the legendary Minnesota story about that, right?
No.
Kevin Garnett, working out as a high schooler for the Minnesota Timberwolves, at the end of the workout, put a fake contract on the top of the backboard, said he wants to take you, go get it. 17 years old, jumped up there and got it.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I did know it, but I wanted you to build
Appreciate you.
No
That's
problem.
being a good teammate.
I'm hanging
Just like this pass. Go ahead, Jenna.
Yeah,
I'm not wearing
just
a watch
like
your
it.
game.
Oklahoma high school football, Carl Albert's JV and trailer making a nice one-handed diving catch.
That is a spectacular high school catch by Javion Trailer. Carl Albert, that's an odd name for a high school. I thght that was the quarterback's name. I'm not going to lie, but that's the high school's name.
I was shocked, not by the catch, but I was shocked. I thought it was a little white kid catching. Then I know what's
Javion.
Javion. I was like, oh, okay. All right, Oklahoma, I see you.
Oh.
You drawing a blank, or is that the name of the segment?
Here we go for drawing a blank. Chiefs will reportedly be without Tyreek Hill for 4 to 6 weeks while he recovers from his collarbone injury. Chris Carter, Patrick Mahomes' weapon that needs to step up the most during Tyreek's absence is blank.
Well, we saw Sammy Watkins last week, but I told you guys when they added Shady McCoy, Jenna, from your Philly days, Shady McCoy still can play some football. He's one of those kind of guys that ages well. Hadn't had great offensive design. Hadn't had a lot of good players to play with there in Buffalo last couple years. Shady McCoy gets busy, running the ball between the tackles. And also, Vontaze Burfict plays linebacker for the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
He ain't real good in pass coverage. Ooh. Oh, I'm throwing the ball to the backs this week. I'm getting them hot. I'm peppering them backs, getting them linebackers running in space. And that's how we're going to get a bunch of yards against the Raiders.
I get the point for this week specifically. I'm looking at this more over the next full timeline of Tyreek Hill's absence, and I'm going to stick with the guy who was great in week 1, Sammy Watkins. If Sammy Watkins is all of a sudden the Clemson Sammy Watkins, then this Chiefs offense...
If he's $15, $16 million a year,
yeah,
that's what they paying him.
Exactly right. A guy who the Buffalo Bills traded 2 first-round picks to move up and get years ago, and he has not fulfilled that potential. Sammy Watkins, if you mentioned it would be like the Chiefs adding a Pro Bowl wide receiver in the offseason. They had Sammy Watkins last year, but not shockingly, he was hurt a bit, not highly productive. So I say Sammy Watkins if he can continue on this trajectory.
All right, moving on to Cam Newton and the Panthers. They're set to host Jameis Winston and the Bucs tonight at 8 on NFL Network. Both teams looking to rebound after dropping their Week 1 game. So, Nick, the 0-1 team most primed for a bounce back in Week 2 is blank.
There's a number of 0-1 teams that I'd be shocked if they fall to 0-2. I'm going to go with the one that I'd be shocked by and that it would be time to absolutely panic if they do. And that's a team we're going to have to wait till Monday for, the Cleveland Browns. If the Browns, after that awful performance in Week 1, then on Monday Night Football lose to the Jets, the wheels could fall off quickly there. Now, I think they will steady the ship against the Jets, and Week 1 will be a distant memory, bless you. But I say the Cleveland Browns are the team that's most primed for a Week 1 victory, in part because of opponents.
Yeah, I'm going to tonight's game. I believe the Panthers bounce back. You thought the Panthers were going to have a playoff-type season. They get back with the divisional win over Tampa Bay, and their defense gets back to being a top 10 defense against Jameis. Bruce Arians coming out of retirement. After Thursday night's game, he's going to wish he was in the booth calling play. Yeah, he's going to be back.
Right back in.
He's going to be right back in there. So, Panthers, they rebound in tonight's game.
I agree with you, but I'd be shocked if the Panthers lose tonight. It's a good answer.
All right, according to Fox Bet, the Bears started this season as favorites to win the division, but after their Week 1 performance, they've fallen behind the Packers and the Vikings. Chris Carter, the 2018 playoff team you are most worried about entering week 2 is blank.
I'm worried about the Chargers. And it's not because I'm worried about how they're going to run their offense, how they're going to run the D. I'm worried about the injuries. Derwin James, missing him, he's a superstar in this league. Not a regular player, a superstar. And now they're missing a number of other frontline guys without even the holdout of Gordon. So I'm worried about the Chargers. Can they get back to the playoffs, being the second best team in that division behind Kansas City?
Chargers were one of the teams I predicted to go from in the playoffs out of the playoffs. These injuries mounting only add to that. But I'm going to go to the NFC, a team that right now, Chicago Bears. How can you feel good about your offense? How can you feel good about Mitch Trubisky? Trubisky had a bizarre press conference yesterday where he gets up there, they ask him about week 1, and he says, I was told by our media relations staff not to talk about week 1. Wait, what? You're starting quarterback of the team, man. The Bears, I think they are very concerned about their offense. I know they're your Super Bowl pick. I don't want to overreact to week 1, but I say the Chicago Bears.
All right, last week, Christian McCaffrey played every offensive snap for the Panthers. He racked up over 200 yards of offense, scored 2 touchdowns. He was the focus last week, but CC, the X factor in tonight's Bucs-Panthers game is blank.
The X factor in tonight, the quarterback you want leading the 2-minute drill. That's the one I have down there.
No, hold on. Okay. Oh, we've got them both there. So
the quarterback I want leading the 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
All right? I had a little stroke. All right? I'm going with Tom Brady. Me and Nick, we keep going back and forth on this one. He got Patty Mahomes on his brain, on his brain, on his brain. But since Patty Mahomes has come into the league, what has Tom Brady done in that time? Because I know you don't remember any other time quarterback play before Patty Mahomes got here. But since he's been there, what does Tom Brady do? Excellent in the fourth quarter and in overtime. The best all-time, the GOAT. That's why I got to go with it.
Let's give him a double dipsy. Who was your X factor for tonight's game? Just tell him.
I don't know.
It's right there, bro.
Oh, Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy, no problem. My X factor to answer your question.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, I've been doing this for a little over 2 years, and today was eventually going to happen. I've been so close to a major meltdown, but today it happens.
Wait,
I
have so much room on my corner seat.
All right.
Come on.
The X factor as a bonus answer is Jameis. Will he throw a touchdown pass to his team or the other team? The quarterback you'd want most in the 2-minute drill, though, Chris Carter, man, you got to live in the present, not the past. The quarterback you'd actually want the most in any circumstance in the NFL is Patrick Mahomes.
It's Tom Brady. I want Tom Brady in every situation, on the field, off the field. But if you get a crazy teammate, who you want the quarterback to be? Tom Brady. What Tom Brady say? Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay.
Ask me a question, got something to do with me. Tom Brady is
2-minute drill, 10-minute drill, 20-minute drill, first half, second half, third quarter, fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes is the right answer.
Hey, we're going to take a break.
For whatever questions
they went 4, and then they went back up to 3.
And then the graphics said 5.
Let's talk first things first, right after this.
Hey, Pep, where you at, man? You take one day off.